I thought he had a ton of energy, so we'd invite him back down here, you guys. Welcome to the stage, John Griffin. I got a new life. You would hardly recognize me, I'm so glad. How could a person like me care for you? Why do I bother? When you're not the one for me, who is enough enough? I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's going to drag you up to get into the light where you belong. But where do you belong? So how about those crickets, right? Yeah, so speaking of animals, I was in my hotel room this morning. I was watching a special about it. It was like a Shark Week thing. And these guys were attracting sharks as a way to show you how not to attract them. And there was a message like right before the next segment. It said, these are professional shark people, professional divers. Don't try this at home. Wouldn't you know it, I just installed a pool in my basement with 2 tiger sharks. So, you know, what's going to happen? I had to get out of work once, which is crazy. I don't like to lie about that sort of thing. So the other day I really needed like this Friday off or whatever. And I had said that my grandmother was dead, and I didn't want it to be a lie, so I just had her shot. I'm just kidding, I didn't have her shot. It was a stabbing. Funny because it's true, folks. Just kidding. You guys like impressions? Oh yeah, you're going to love this one. Here's my impression of Sammy Davis Jr. if he was a leprechaun. Hey man, keep away from my pot of gold. Can you dig it? Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, this is great. Hey, I'm resurrecting this joke. Haven't told it in about a year. So I had a chance to sleep with this girl once, and I turned it down because it was like a point in my life where I really didn't want to be something, you know, do that sort of thing unless I was like serious with them. Still kind of like it now, I guess. Whatever. So I kind of shoved her away. It's like, you know, hey, you know, I'm just not feeling it. And these were her exact words. You were the first guy to ever turn me down. And I thought about the way that she said it, and I was like, how many guys haven't turned you down? So that's fun. For those of you who didn't laugh, that was just referencing that she was a whore. Someone was making fun of my nose once when I was younger. I got a big nose. I'm like half Italian, so that's where I get it from, whatever. He said, hey man, what's it like to wake up and smell the coffee in Colombia? And my big response was, I actually said this, well, I happen to like Colombian coffee, so that works out for me. Joke's on you, pal. All right. Maybe I should have resurrected that one. I'd like to share a note with you guys. It's really delightful. By the way, I'm sorry if I'm too excited up here. I needed to be calm, so that's why I've been drinking Diet Cokes all night. Here we go. I'll share it. Becky, what's up? I'm in French right now. We're studying for the test, and it's really boring. So I decided to write you a note. Oh my gosh, my mouth hurts, and it didn't make it any better when I put in a piece of big red gum. Oh my gosh, I had the weirdest dream last night. I don't remember it, but one part, and that was the weird part. I dreamt that Daniel's brother liked me. I was like, whoa, when I woke up. Well, I gotta go now, because it's like passing period now. Love you, Melly. My day job is, I work at a bank, but I used to be a janitor at a high school at one point, and I used to take students' notes home and save them. Funny because it's true. I've had this for about 10 years, which I know is totally not creepy, maybe single ladies in the bachelorette party. By the way, any single ladies out there happen to like comedians with beards and who wear glasses who are on stage right now? No one? Well, I guess you're going to strike out big. Yeah, so let's talk about fat people. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So did we hear about this? Anyone hear about this girl out in the East Coast who wants to be 1,000 pounds? True story. So she weighs 600 pounds now. She wants to get to 1,000 pounds, big is beautiful, whatever. That was just a magical number for her. She figures she can do it by eating 12,000 calories a day, which should make her put on about 200 pounds a year over 2 years, getting to the 1,000 pounds. She's white. Guess what? Boyfriend's black. Big shock. Knew they liked them big, but half a ton. Talk about ketchup packets. They've reinvented the ketchup packet, folks. It's a good thing. Coming out at the end of the year, now you have options with this one. You get to like peel off one end and squeeze out the ketchup, like you do now. Or you like peel off the other end and use it like a dipping cup for fries. Now, we haven't cured any cancers, but we got a new ketchup packet, so that's good. Thanks, scientists, with your priorities. Let's talk about otters. Otters are cute animals. I saw one today at the Miller Park Zoo. Crazy story out of Ohio. These otters were being transported to the zoo, and the plane was waiting on the tarmac. Somehow the otters escaped out of the plane, and it took airport workers over an hour to catch these otters. Now, I don't really have a joke here, but I couldn't think of a more adorable reason for a flight to be delayed. So that's fun. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to tell another comedian's joke, which is always great. This comedian I know has this joke where, I was in a store, and I saw this shampoo, and it said vegan shampoo, and her punchline of the joke was, hey, who eats their shampoo? I thought of a good tag for that joke. I could tell you who eats their shampoo. Blind people. Blind people, meth addicts, and Corky from Life Goes On, so... Oh, come on, it was 15 years ago. What, too soon? It was only on for a year. I invented a salad dressing, which is great. It's going to be a big hit. It's called 537 Islands Dressing. That's that one. So, hey, I was drunk at a bar once. I despise comedians who do these kind of jokes, but this is a personal one, too good to be true, really happened. At a bar, being drunk with my friends, loud, didn't know it. Commented about the bartender, really good-looking blonde, and I kind of nudged one of my buddies, like, hey man, she's got a body built for loving. Totally didn't realize the bartender had heard me. I walked right over to me and said, and you've got a body built for rejection. So no dates there, in case you couldn't figure that out by that response I just told you. So that's fun. Oh man. How about that economy, folks? Yeah. And by the way, just to go back to the crickets, in case anybody's panicking about that, I am kind of panicking. You might think it's some sort of like biblical plague, but if anybody remembers the biblical plague, it was like locusts or grasshoppers or whatever, not crickets. But crickets are a relative of the locusts, so maybe this is like plague light. So that's fun. I'll leave you with this one. My energy level's been too intense. Talk to me after the show, and I have business cards with ducks on them. Thank you. Yeah, so a friend of mine was shot in the head once. Actually, in the face. I screwed up that joke already. Unlike murdering my grandmother, or having her murdered, which wasn't true, this really did happen. She was shot in the face accidentally, her boyfriend said in court. 9mm handgun while she was sleeping. Now she had like serious plastic surgery, but she like fully recovered. Like there is like barely a scar. It's amazing. She looks absolutely beautiful. Now when she first told me this, I was like, oh my gosh, I really can't believe your boyfriend did this to you. And then the next thing I said was, so does that mean you're single now? If so, do I have a shot? That did better last night, and there were only 18 people here. What's up with that? Good night, John Griffin. Give over John Griffin, you guys.
Barrel of laughs with a gunshot to the face. Always hysterical. Man, your next comic is, he's